Greetings, dear viewer. It is I, Manny Magi, but this time not continuing my grand adventure across the 8-bit world of Chandelar. On this stream, I will actually be taking a break from adventure as I still try to figure out a way to make a workable dragon deck. This time, I will play through a few, not a lot, but a few Magic the Gathering Commander games to free myself from a little bit of boredom. So, there will be no Shackles of Emrakul's influence and no Corrupted Planeswalkers for this one. Will I succeed? Do I even know what I'm trying to succeed with? Will this adventure come to a satisfying conclusion for my audience? Well, no, because I'm not doing the adventure today. Will I continue to ask these silly and redundant questions? Yeah, probably. All this and more will not be answered in today's stream of Not the Mass Magic Man's Not Great Adventure, with a resounding, well, that'll continue next week, I guess. With that being said, I will, like I said, be playing through Commander games instead, using Classic Mode. I will be using Blight Curse again, because even though it's got some it's got some green in it, I still have to admit that I had fun with it. The only problem is being, it had green, but I'm willing to put up with that, because I noticed that my short about it and stuff like that is still getting views and stuff. It's still getting views on my channel, and I figure that, hey, that's what people want to see. So I'm willing to put up with that and play some more of that, and I've got a plan. First, I'm going to play against a few precons with it. I'll use its precon to do so. And then I've got I've got an upgraded version of it, and I will try to pit that against, more meta commander decks. So I'll just put it on random and see what I come up against. So this is going to be a, pretty slow stream. I'm not going to be trying to rush through the games, like, say, in adventure mode, where I just kind of, pack as many games into a stream as possible. So let's go ahead and get to the deck. I'll go ahead and show off the precon real quick. That's right now. I've got the upgrade one up, so Blight. There we go. Okay, let's just view. All right. So the commander for this, Auntie Old, Curse Wretch, a legendary Goblin Warlock with Ward, Blight 2. To Blight 2, a player puts 2 -1/-1 counters on a creature they control. Whenever one or more -1/-1 counters are put on a creature, draw a card if you control that creature. If you don't control it, its controller loses 1 life. Now, I remember from when I played this on my one of my out of character videos. This precon had a bunch of synergy to it. Like, usually it's like half the creatures and just half of the overall spells actually work together, and then there's a whole bunch of filler. Not with this. This is pretty darn solid as is. We've got Aberrant Return, 2 black, 4 generic. This sorcery allows me to put 1, 2, or 3 target creature cards from the graveyards, so either graveyards, onto the battlefield under my control. Each of them enters with an additional -1/-1 counter on it. Which, those can be moved around and stuff, but kind of the more point of my commander stuff is putting those -1/-1 counters on it, not them already being there. Some Arcane Signet. Archfiend of Ifnir. Let's see. 2 black, 3 generic, creature demon, flying. Whenever you cycle or discard another card, put a -1/-1 counter on each creature your opponents control. And you can cycle it for 2. Assassin's Trophy. 1 black and 1 green. Destroy target permanent an opponent controls. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. I think that gets taken out in the upgraded. We have a Saga, Binding of the Old Gods. Putting 1 lore counter on it gets me destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls. 2, let's see, search your library for a forest card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. And then 3, control or creatures you control gain death touch until end of turn. Black Sun Zenith. Let's see. Put X -1/-1 counters on each creature. Shuffle Black Sun Zenith into its owner's library. I always love when something's repeatable. Blowfly Infestation. See, it's an enchantment, and whenever a creature dies, if it had a -1/-1 counter on it, put a -1/-1 creature or counter on target creature. Burning Curiosity. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may Blight 1. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. If this spell's additional cost was paid, exile the top 3 cards instead. Let's see here. Add this guy to my block list. Anyway, until end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Got Cannon Slow, which enters tapped. Carnifex Demon. Ooh, Phyrexian Demon. This creature, it has flying. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 creatures, or why do I keep saying creatures? With 2 -1/-1 counters on it. Pay 1 black mana to remove a -1/-1 counter from this creature and put 1 on each other creature. Cathartic Pyre. Choose 1. Cathartic Pyre deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker, or discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. Cathartic Reunion. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard 2 cards to draw 3 cards. Chain Reaction. It deals X damage to each creature, where X is the number of creatures on the battlefield. Channeler Initiate. When this creature enters, put 3 -1/-1 counters on target creature you control. Tap it to remove a -1/-1 counter from this creature. Add 1 mana of any color. So I can put 3 onto it, and it goes down to 0/4, and then start tapping it. Chimmel, the Inner Sun. Spells you control can't be countered. At the beginning of your end step, discover 5. Thunderglade. It enters tapped unless I control 2 or more basic lands. Command Tower. Commander Spear. Staples, of course. Contagion Clasp. When this artifact enters, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. And for 4 generic and tapping this artifact, Proliferate. Devoted Druid. Tapped, add 1 green mana. Put a -1/-1 counter on this creature to untap it. Dragon Skull Summit. Dread Tiller. When this creature enters, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. When a creature with a -1/-1 counter on it dies, you may put a land card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. Dusk Urchins. Whenever this creature attacks or blocks, put a -1/-1 counter on it. When this creature dies, draw a card for each -1/-1 counter on it. Remove any number of counters from among permanents on the battlefield. You may draw cards and lose life equal to the number of counters removed this way. Oh, that was Eventide's Shadow. Everlasting Torment. Players can't gain life. Damage can't be prevented. All damage is dealt as though its source had Wither. A source with Wither deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters. I'm gonna take a quick drink. I've got a couple frappuccinos and a thing of coffee cake muffins, which is going to be pretty good. Evolution's Sage. Landfall. When a land enters, whenever a land you control enters, proliferate. Nice. Evolving Wilds. Exotic Orchard. Farafor. Young Anew. A Treefolk Druid. When Farafor enters, create a number of 1/1 green sapperling creature tokens equal to the number of counters among creatures target player controls. And then, let's see, tap it to double the number of each kind of counter on target creature. Festering Thicket. Enters tapped and has cycling. Fire Covenant. As an additional cost to cast the spell, pay X life. Fire Covenant deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures. Flourishing Defenses. Whenever a -1/-1 counter is put on a creature, you may create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. Then got my forests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Glissa Sunslayer, legendary creature. Phyrexian Zombie Elf. First Strike, Death Touch. When Glissa Sunslayer deals combat damage to a player, choose one. You draw a card and lose 1 life. Destroy target enchantment, or remove up to 3 counters from target permanent. Golgari Rot Farm enters tapped, and when it enters, return a land I control to its owner's hand. Grave Titan, Death Touch. Whenever this creature attacks, or enters or attacks, create 2 zombie creature tokens. So more fodder to put -1/-1 counters on. Grave Venerations. When this enchantment enters, you become the monarch. At the beginning of your end step, if you're the monarch, return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Grim Poppet. This creature enters with 3 -1/-1 counters on it. Remove a -1/-1 counter from this creature. Put a -1/-1 counter on another target creature. Gruul Turf enters tapped. When it enters, return a land I control to its owner's hand. Hapatra, Vizier of Poisons. When Hapatra deals damage or deals combat damage to a player, you may put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Whenever you control whenever you put 1 or more -1/-1 counters on a creature, create a 1/1 green snake creature token with Death Touch. Harmonize. Draw 3 cards. For 2 green and 2 generic. Hoarder's Greed. You lose 2 life and draw 2 cards, then clash with an opponent. If you win, repeat this process. Each clashing player reveals the top card of their library, then puts that card on their choice of top or bottom. A player wins if their card had a greater mana value. Ifnir Dreadlands. Tap to add a generic, or colorless mana, or tap and pay a life to add a black mana. For 2 generic, 2 black, and tapping it, sacrifice a desert. Put 2 -1/-1 counters on target creature and opponent controls. Activate only as a sorcery. Ignoble Hierarch. Exalted. And I can tap it to add either a black, red, or green mana. Incremental Blight. Put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. 2 -1/-1 counters on another creature, and 3 -1/-1 counters on a third target creature. Infernal Grasp. Destroy target creature, you lose 2 life. I lose 2 life. Curlwrath Knight. Flying, Wither. Creatures your opponent's control with counters on them can't attack or block. Lasting Tarfire. At the beginning of each end step, if you put a counter on a creature this turn, this enchantment deals 2 damage to each opponent. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Liliana Death Wielder. Legendary Planeswalker. Put 2 loyalty counters on her. Put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Remove 3 loyalty counters from her. Destroy target creature with a -1/-1 creature on it. Remove 10. Return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Massacre Girl. Known Killer. Menace. Creatures you control have Wither. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, if its toughness was less than 1, draw a card. Midnight Banshee. Wither. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a -1/-1 counter on each non-black creature. And then we have 4 mountains. Necroskitter. Wither. Whenever a creature an opponent controls with a -1/-1 counter on it dies, you may return that card to the battlefield under your control. Nesting Grounds. Tap it to add 1 generic mana. Paying 1 colorless mana. 1 generic, and tap. Move a counter from a target permanent you control onto a second target permanent. Activate only as a sorcery. Night's Whisper. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Oft-Nabbed Goat. For 1 generic, draw a card, gain control of this creature, and put a -1/-1 counter on it. Only your opponents may activate this ability, and only as a sorcery. When this creature dies, if it had 1 or more -1/-1 counters on it, its owner draws that many cards, and each other player loses that much life. A little yawn there, which is weird because I got a lot of sleep last night. But this card is something that probably could be, lost. Painful Truths. Converge. You may draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast this spell. What's Converge? Oh, I guess that's just... It doesn't say. Path of Ancestry. Persist. Return target non-legendary creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a -1/-1 counter on it. Puka's Covenant? I think that's what the name is. Puka. Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it dies, you may return another target permanent card with a mana value less than or equal to the number of counters on that creature from your graveyard to your hand. Do this only once each turn. Puppeteer Click. A Fairy Wizard. Let's see. When flying, when this creature enters, put target creature card from an opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It gains haste. At the beginning of your next end step, exile it. Persist. When this creature dies, if it had no -1/-1 counters on it, return to the battlefield under its owner's control with a -1/-1 counter on it. Putrefy. Destroy target artifact or creature. It can't be regenerated. Rakdos Carnarium. Enters tapped, and then, of course, return a land I control to its owner's hand. The Reaper. King No More. Legendary artifact creature, Scarecrow. When the Reaper enters, put a -1/-1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Whenever a target creature an opponent controls with a -1/-1 counter on it dies, you may put that card onto the battlefield under your control. Do this only once per turn. Riveteer's Overlook. When this land enters, sacrifice it. When you do, search your library for a basic swamp, mountain, or forest card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle, and you gain 1 life. Rootbound Crag. When it enters tapped unless you control a mountain or forest. Savage Lands, it enters tapped. I can tap to add a black, red, or green mana. The Scorpion God. Whenever a creature enters with a -1/-1 counter on it dies. I said enters. Whenever a creature with a -1/-1 counter on it dies, draw a card. For 1 generic, 1 black, and 1 red, put a -1/-1 counter on another target creature. When the Scorpion God dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. Sheltered Thicket. Enters tapped and has cycling. Sinister Gnarlbark. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card and blight 1. Skinrender. When this creature enters, put 3 -1/-1 counters on target creature. Smoldering Marsh. Enters tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. Soul Rain. You know, I'm not really sure what this does. This effect is very unclear. I don't think it'll come to much use. Soul Snuffers. When this creature enters, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 swamps. Terminate. Destroy target creature. Can't be regenerated. Paramorphic Expanse. Tree of Perdition. Defender. Exchange target's life total with this creature's toughness. I don't know if I've told this story before, but I once was playing a game of Magic against somebody, and it was not Commander. It was what was it? I think we were just playing a casual game. Like, I just had a 60 card deck of whatever I wanted. He brought like a huge deck, and he played this shit against me, and I initially misunderstood it. It says toughness. I thought it meant power. So I was just waiting for him to pull this out and for my life total to just go to 0. But I misunderstood the card. Because apparently I did not read the card as well enough to understand the card. Vernal Fen. Enters tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. Village Pillagers. Wither. When this creature enters, it deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. When a creature an opponent controls with a counter on it dies, you create a tapped treasure token. Vraska, Betrayal's Sting. Completed. Oof. For 0, for 0 loyalty counters, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Proliferate. Let's see. Minus 2 counters. Target creature becomes a treasure artifact with tapped, sacrifices artifact, add 1 mana of any color, and loses all other card types and abilities. For -9, even though it only has 6. So, if a target... Oh wait, Proliferate would take care of that. Okay. So, if target player has fewer than 9 poison counters, they get a number of poison counters equal to the difference. Wickerbog Elder. Or is it Wickerboar? Wickerbow? Is it? Looks like Boro, but it's not Boro. Wickerbog Elder. I'm just going to call it that. This creature enters with a -1/-1 counter on it. For 1 green mana, remove a -1/-1 counter from this creature. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Wickersmith's Tools. Whenever 1 or more -1/-1 counters are put on a creature, put a charge counter on this artifact. Tap it to add 1 mana of any color. For 5 generic and tapping it, sacrifices artifact. Create X tapped 2/2 colorless scarecrow artifact creature tokens, where X is the number of charge counters on this artifact. And lastly, Woodland Cemetery. Enters tapped unless we control a swamp or forest. Whew. I need another sip after that. Here we go. Let's see, it took me just under half an hour to go through all that. So, that is what I'm going to be playing for a little while. Let's see, and then... for our opponent, we'll just quick hit random. Oh, geez, squirreled away. And then we'll just hit start. All right, they are going first. I'm going second. Let's see if I want to keep my hand. With Commander, this is much more of a... Especially with the Commander I'm not used to playing. This is much more important decision. Everything I have costs 4. And I only have 3. I need to pray that I get another land. Let's see what their Hazel of the Root Bloom. Legendary creature, Squirrel Druid. Tap and pay 2 life. Create X untapped tokens you control. Add X mana in any combination of colors. At the beginning of your end step, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. If that token is a squirrel, instead create 2 tokens that are copies of it. Alright, we'll go ahead and keep and pray. Oh, I should have done the thicket first, but at this point it doesn't matter. We drew Massacre Girl, no killer. So let's just end my turn. Sword of the Squeak. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each creature you control with a base power or toughness of 1. Whenever a hamster... I thought there was a P in that. Whenever a hamster, mouse, rat, or squirrel you control enters, you may attach Sword of the Squeak to that creature. Equipped for 2. No, even there it says it doesn't have a P. Huh. We will play the land. We drew Fire Covenant. Nadier's Nightblade. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Alright. Play the Swamp. And we drew Assassin's Trophy. Destroy target permanent an opponent controls. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Let's see. I want to search my deck for a basic land. Let's see. We will just go ahead and take care of their artifact. Because then I can just deal with this with the creature, but I couldn't use that against the artifact. Oh, and her commander's on the board. Let's see, I could play Auntie. Yeah, let's get her out. Just so I can defend myself against commander damage. Okay. Woe Strider. When it enters, create a 0/1 white goat creature token. Sacrifice another creature to scry 1. It's got Escape. Let's see. For 3 generic and 2 black mana, exile 4 other cards from your graveyard. Let's see. And then Woe Strider escapes with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. At the beginning of your... Yep, okay. Okay. We've got some removal there. Not enough mana for that. Some more removal here. We've got Defender. She has Menace. Let's see. Whenever 1 or more, put on a creature, draw a card. You don't control it. Because of that, we will go with Massacre Girl. So now everything's got Wither. Arasta of the Endless Web. Legendary enchantment creature, Spider. She's got Reach. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/2 green spider creature that's a token with Reach. Okay. Let's see here. Lo-fi Infestation. Trying to be smart about this. I want to have as much synergy on my board as possible before I start doing stuff. We'll go with Blowfly because I suspect these are going to start getting used as fodder soon. There it is. I was like, hey, wait, where'd it go? It's like it wasn't a creature. Well, that figures. And I'm still not getting any lands. Hard to play more stuff if I don't have any lands. Salted. We'll go with the defender. Whenever a creature my opponent controls. Okay, yep, Necro Skitter. And then I'll start using some of this removal. Okay, use him. And then let's see, what do I want to hit? Wait, hold on. Life deals X damage divided as you choose. I will pay 3 to hit their target or their Morbid Opportunist. Yeah. Let's see. I'll just have to take that. Would have been really nice to have kept my freaking Massacre Girl, but oh, fucking finally. Alright. Oh, I didn't want to attack. Okay. Oh, okay. So when it enters, it still triggers. Alright. End my turn. Maybe sacrifice an artifact to scroll. Put +1. Okay. Okay. Of course. I need to start generating some freaking tokens. Oh boy. Okay. So draw a card if you control a creature if you don't control. Okay. Okay. It's not going to and then I'm going to put one on that. Okay, and then yes. I'm going to put one on here. And then yes. I see that nothing did come to my field, which is always nice when things don't work out the way I need them to. There. Let's destroy that. Oh, I can't. Because yeah, I don't have the mana for it. So it's already okay. This is come on. Resolve. Fucking squirrels, man. Might as well have just surrendered immediately. Okay, I end turn. Thank you. Some decks there's just no winning against. Let's play something else. Alright, thank you for the more lands. That's really nice of you. Alright, I'm going first. I will play that, because it's going to come in tapped. I like how everything, again, has 4 mana. Let's see. Yeah, let's... Early enough that I don't have to care. Another creature with 4 mana cost. Jesus. Yeah, let's put out my tree. Just throw down a mountain. Alright, I will... Oh, that's 7. We will bring out my commander. And then, well, you know, that kind of spoke for itself, what that just did. Alright. Mirko, Obsessive Theorist. Flying and Vigilance. Whenever you surveil, put a +1/+1 counter on Mirko. At the beginning of your end step, you may return target creature card with power less than Mirko's from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter. You're in Lazav, the Multifarious. When it enters the battlefield, scry 1 for X mana. Lazav becomes a copy of target creature card in your graveyard with mana value X, except its name is Lazav the Multifarious. It's legendary in addition to its other types, and it has this ability. Alrighty. I am going to... Okay, I haven't played a land yet. I'm going to go ahead and play my render. And then... let's see here after that. I just think that's funny. 40 toughness. This thing is not going anywhere. I'm going to destroy target creature. And then I'm going to attack for 4. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7. So let's see. I'll play Harmonize next turn. I am going to play that. And then I can just play this immediately, huh? And then do that again. And then again. Oh, down to 5. And too weak to kill any of my creatures. So plays commander again. Let's just see what we can get with Harmonize real quick. Target creature, planeswalker, discard 2 cards and draw that many. So that I can get rid of that. Put X -1 -1 creature. Alright, we're just going to go for the simple play. And then attack. Oh, there we go. We won 1. I am going to go ahead and take a quick break. And we'll continue this. I'm thinking, like, altogether, hour and a half with the precon. And then we will go to the upgrade version. So, I will see you all in just a moment. Alright, I'm back. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and hit random deck again. Oh, okay, this is that secret layer drop. See how it goes. We're going to need to mulligan this. That was unacceptable. Alright, we'll put the 7 coster down back into. And then this we will keep and start with this swamp. Be nice if we had more creatures and more lower cost creatures. That is definitely a big flaw with this deck. I should have played this instead. Or, no, this one. Yep. This is definitely a very high value deck. High mana value. Let's get rid of that. Is this only from mine? Yep, only from mine. Alright, let's pull this out next. That should keep me good for... Or... Okay. Well, that's much better. Alright. Got nesting grounds and... Oh no, I should not have done that. I should have played my... Should have played this first. But that's okay. We've got nesting grounds. We'll just keep playing defensively for the moment. Alright, let's get her out. And then... let's play this. Oh, wait. Don't have the mana. Damn it. Everything is a really high cost. Okay, end turn. Okay. Let's move 1. Let's do that. And move that to... There's something that has when stuff dies, so... Yeah, let's put that there for now. And then... let's see, we have 4 mana to play with, literally. We will wait on that one. Let's just end the turn for now. Ogre Shenanigans. Whenever another goblin you control is put in the into the graveyard from the battlefield, you may have his... Okay. Let's take one from him, put onto that. All right, and then we'll play Command Spear. And my turn. Let's see here. Let's use Grim Poppet. I have not played a land this turn, but this is already tapped. Let's see. We will remove and put one on there. And then do it again. You may search. Okay, so it doesn't have any further effects. That doesn't have any more effects. Let's just take out that then. All right. And then I will go ahead and attack with these. All right. Beginning of each end step. If you put a counter, yes, we will do that. And then one, two, three, four, five. So I have enough for this. So let's... Okay. Put one here. And then 2, 3. And go ahead and Alpha Strike. Boom. And then I win. Sweet. And then start a new one. No. Okay, I will put that back. Keep. Put down a swamp. Right, then we'll put down Woodland Cemetery, followed by Apacha on my next turn. Then yeah, let's get down Arcane Signet. And then how about... Well, So I should be... Okay. Yep. That's exactly what I want. So now we'll attack. And I just get another one. Okay, that wasn't worth it without her being up. Oh, he's got, let's see, Teferi Temporal Archmage as his commander. So I will put out my commander. Definitely. Okay, figures. Alright, I guess there's nothing else I can do. Let's see. Targets on target creature. Okay, cool. So this top 3 cards until the end of turn. You may play those cards. So I can only... Well, I could play her. No, I can't. God, she's expensive. Okay. Attack with both of these. Necroskitter. Whenever a creature an opponent controls with dies, you may return it. Yes. All right. Man, did they brick or what? Okay, I need to start using Blight. Pay that. Put a counter on her. All right. Let's see what I can play. Yep, let's get a swamp. Ah, shit, of course. Oh, wait. So that's red. And then we'll cast Terminate. And then attack. And then put counter on her. And then we'll hit yes. Damn, they really, really, really... Till the end of your next turn. Okay, cool. Then I'm not going to let this go to waste. Kurath Knight. On there and there. Let's see. Can still play something. I've got nothing I can play. Alright. Attack. Shoot. Oh, okay. I can at least play Blowfly Infestation. Alright. Let's discard Vraska. Because at this point, I will win simply from damage than anything else. This. But then no. About time. Jesus. I will play the knight. And only when she deals combat damage to a player. Okay, yep. One, two, three, four. Yep, that's enough for render. Oh, shit. So I can't. Okay, I need that to stop. Alright, so I just need to go ahead and attack with everything. At this point, I'll be able to, I'll just... What do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of that. And... Binding of the Old Gods. Let's just go ahead and attack with all of these. So you can only literally block one. Do we have... I think we have time for one more game. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this guy. No. Dear God, no. Everything is so much. Oh, come on. This is all way too much. Okay, I'll get rid of her. At least I'll be able to cast my commander. Okay, I'll end my turn. I'll put down these guys. Okay, next turn, we'll bring out Massacre Girl. Well, that's perfect. Yeah, let's get down Massacre Girl. That should hold them off for a little while. Alright, I will attack with Massacre Girl. Exile one none. I only have 5 figures. Still no red. It'd be nice if I drew a red, but okay. Now I need some removal, but still no red. Everything in this deck is too damn much. He's just gonna wipe my board, and then I can't do anything. Because I don't have any red, and I'm not drawing enough lands in time. Okay, yes, end the fucking turn. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Okay. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's thinking of the wrong card. So, well, not like it's gonna save me. Let's put it on there. God, I could draw 3 cards, but not like I'll be able to play any of them. See? About fucking time I get something red. But, of course, not enough mana to play it because everything is such a high cost that I can't play more than 1 card per turn. Alright. Yep, I need 2 red. I can only make 1 red. Alright, well, that's it. Just concede. Because they had flying, I didn't have anything to... It's just... Everything was wrong with that hand. Everything. Alright. Time to switch. I'm... Alright, this is what... Let's get... Wait, I want to see something real quick. View... I'm just saying view the damn thing. Thank you. Alright, sort or pile by mana value. Okay, so we just weren't drawing any of the shit. We keep drawing all of these, but we weren't getting this because, of course, why would I? Why wouldn't I just be mana fucked? Well, let's pray to fucking God that this isn't the same way. It's looks like it has the same distribution. We'll just have to keep mulliganing until we're down to a single card to play. We've got Unnatural Restoration that got added. Sun Spoiling. Let's see, Split Second. Till the end of turn, creatures target player controls lose all abilities and have base power and toughness of 2. That should make it easier to send stuff to the graveyard with 1/1 counters. This is the only card I'm not going to be too thrilled to play since it's Fallout. And there's no actual Magic the Gathering equivalent for it. Alright, let's see something here. Switch from precons to net decks. Alright, current commander metagame. Let's download those. Okay, 100 decks. That's a pretty good selection. What? Yeah. Alright, just a random deck. One, two, three, 4. For a creature, okay. When a player casts a spell, you may put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may move any +1/+1 counters from this creature onto other creatures. Okay. So if I don't want my stuff dying, you know, if I'm in a position to start letting stuff go, that's a pretty good card. Painful Truths. Converge. You may draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast this spell. Alright, we will keep this. Yeah, we'll start with Exotic Orchard. Alright, well, let's do white. And then this way we can cast 2 colors, or draw 2 cards. Okay, so Trample Ward 2. When this creature enters with 5 -1/-1 counters on it, whenever another creature you control enters while this creature has a -1/-1 counter on it, remove. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to get rid of the Dreadlands. Let's get that out. What's Staff of Hermes do? Okay, it has. Gives a creature lifelink. As long as you have 30 or more life, they get ++. Prevent all damage. Okay, so perfect commander card. I have neither of those because I keep drawing fucking swamps. Alright. But 2 red, so I can't cast it till next turn. Alright, we'll pull him out next. Then whenever they cast a spell, still have to take the damage for now. Yes. We'll put it on him. Put 1. Alright. Finally. When this creature enters, it deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. Whenever a creature an opponent controls with a counter on dice, you may create a tapped treasure token. Alright. Keep that at the top. Draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Sacrifice, choose 1. Okay. I'll pick him. Okay. Get out that. I'll get out my... Alright. And then... to sacrifice something. Alright. I should now be able to defend against their commander. I will kill it with these. Of course that didn't work. There we go. I like how the wither didn't even work. Oh. That was unexpected. And of course I went for the swamp instead of the... No, I do not have the life to do something like that. Alright, whenever target the creature opponent dies. Alright. That took a while to set up. At the beginning of each end step, if a counter was... Alright, let's get red. And then... for another red. And let's get out my... There. I don't want to risk hitting anything with that death touch yet. All right. Let's see. I'll block that. Block it with that. And block that. And yes. Okay, what is stuff doing here? Just because he has indestructible doesn't mean anything should be getting through to me. we will start with an enchantment. And then get this out. Oh, good. Finally. There we go. I'll attack with that. Really? Fucking really? Like seriously. None of this is going to help me against that. Well, at least I'll have plenty of this stuff to, or I can just kill it with the snake. Okay, suspending Profane Tuner. There we go. Come on. Okay, come on. I should have hit like auto yes or something shit. Is there? No, there is not. Damn it. Damn it. Yep, I just... Okay. Well, there goes a nice chunk of my stream right there. Come on. No, come on. Well... At least I have... At least I have a bunch of stuff for my defenses. Holy crap. Oh, it's my turn now. Oh god. Oh no, that doesn't work the way I thought it would. Never mind. Oh boy. Yes. And then, just for the shits and giggles of it... Oh, that didn't work the way I thought it would. Oh, it's -1/-1. Yep. Okay. Let's attack with most stuff. Just not these. There we go. My client is slowing down considerably. Man. Holy crap. That's what it took. Me swarming the field with elves. I am dropping frames right now. Or I did drop frames. I dropped 318. Dear God. Let's switch to something else then. Actually, after that, um, we're almost at the top of the hour, so I'm going to take another break because that was quite the little match there. I was expecting these games to be slower and more methodical and more thought intensive because that's just the way it should be with Commander. But that one had me worried. Like I had pretty much given up. Like I expected to die there. If there had been more than one opponent, like if I was in a pod, people would have really people would have really like hopped on that. And people really would have ganged up on me. Like it's happened before. So dear God. That deck came in clutch at the end there, but it shouldn't have needed so long to come in clutch. But anyway, I will talk to y'all in just a moment. Alrighty, and I'm back. Final stretch of the stream, guys. Just another hour to go. Alright, we will go ahead, head back into that gameplay. Alright, Rin and Sari inseparable. Alright. So let's see. Golgari Rot Farm. And a mountain. And everything else, it looks like only... Okay, well, she's a mana dork, so... But everything else is still pretty costly. We'll risk it. So... play a swamp first. They will play an additional land. And then scry. Alright, red. On our way towards our commander's cost here. But this will still set us back by one land. Oh, I should have played the forest. Damn it. Alright, get out the druid. They already deployed their commander. We will send out ours. Theirs is more powerful. So Rin and Sari inseparable. Whenever they cast a dog spell, create a 1/1 green cat creature token. Whenever they cast a cat, you do the same but dog. And then for 1 red, 1 green, 1 white, and tapping their commander, Rin and Sari deals damage to any target equal to the number of dogs they control. Gain life equal to the number of cats they control. And there goes my druid. So now I only have 3. Let's get rid of that. Just couldn't let me keep my mana dork. Alright, I have to deal combat damage for that one. God, that one. This costs just way too fucking much. I don't have any double mana. In order to play this, gotta return something to I control. And it enters tapped, so I can't. This was not worth the addition. This needs to be switched out. Yeah, I'll play him, because it's all I've got. I will put the Blight on him, and I'm just going to discard this damn farm. I'll discard this because it costs too much. Man, I wish I had every turn removal. That would be nice. Let's kill that again. Increase its cost for next turn. And I have nothing else to play. So my commander is being a wall right now. Of course. Of course. Okay, do you got any more surprises for me? I guess it doesn't fucking matter. Can I get more than, you know, 2 lands in my opening hand? Ask and you shall fucking receive, I guess. Keep. Can I get more than 2 land or 3 lands ever? That'd be nice too. So far, all they can do is green. That's exalted, yep. Let's see. Figures the one thing I can block has menace. I'll take it for now. Oh, this son of a bitch again? At 1 mana. Okay. Just take that out now. Since you don't let me keep creatures, I'm not going to let you keep creatures. I think that's fair. And then on my next turn, I can start getting out something like this. Where I can just start blighting stuff. Oh, there we go. Alright. Does it matter what order I do this? No, I don't think it does. So I'm going to put it on them. Yeah, there we go. Right, well, I definitely control more than that, so... Creatures your opponents can control with counters on them. That's going out right away. And then I should start thinking about getting out my commander. The fuck is this? Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then get out my commander. Yeah. Okay. Get that out. Attack with these. Let's see, I will get rid of this. Put that. Alright, now let's see who we got here. We will bring out if I can play this smartly, I think I can do. So this is altogether 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, cool. Now, I need to ensure that I have 2 green. I will play him first so I can get his effect when I play the second one. So we will play, yep, that 1, 2, 3, and then tap this for green. Yes, and yes. All right. And so we've got removal for the next time they cast their commander. Let's just go ahead and keep him, keep her. Yes. Who do I want those counters to go to? Her. Because I want to start powering her up. I will blight this. Because he's just going to recover anyway. Enters tapped. I don't want to do that yet. Okay. I'll just attack with the snakes. See, there it went, right away. Oh. Hell yeah. And then let's get rid of it. And that was the best part. All their mana was tapped. So fuck you. You can't even do shit. Yep, just keep moving them to her. And then blight him. Whenever one more. Charge each on this artifact. And then. So I'm going to first take out. Well, this won't take out anything. So first, take on him. And then 2 on that. And then 3 on that. Whew. Look at all that. Just, you know what? Auto. And then we will weaken that one even more. And then auto again. Look at all these little snaky boys I'm getting. Let's see. 1, 4, 6. So no. 8. Okay, so if we blocked this with everything, I'd lose her. Okay. Let's see. What's this effect again? Okay, so for 5 mana and tapping, sacrifice this artifact, create the number of charge counters on this artifact. Okay. Well, I've got nothing that says when something enters, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, and then attack with all my snakies, or with these snaky boys. Then these can be the blockers. Yep. Well, this kind of fucked up what I wanted, but then I will go ahead and just keep doing this stuff. Why is that still in the deck? That is useless too. Alright, well, there's actually really nothing I can do. Just start attacking with these. Except for one. Because then I can block it with this. Oh, wait. Okay, I've got one. Hidden over here. I'll put one on him. And there. Have I played lands? Yep, I played land. And then just... Oh. Well, shit. Okay, not the biggest deal. Son of a fucking bitch. Alright. When this creature enters, put 3 you control. Remove this creature. Add 1 mana of any color. Really don't think I need to do that. Oh, it doesn't have lifelink. Excellent. What's this do? As long as it's your turn, creature tokens you control get +1/+4. And for 3 generic and 1 white, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Partner. You can have 2 commanders if they both have partner. Does this have partner? No. Oh, I have this card. So they're targeting this. And let's see. Does it even matter what mana I put down now? I don't think so. Let's see. The Scorpion God. Whenever a creature with a -1/-1 counter on it dies, draw a card. And then I can actually pay to have -1/-1 put on another target creature, so not him. Alright. Let's put that down. So I have to put them all together. Alright, let's go ahead and just see if we can go for game. There. Can I get some claps in chat, please? I think that one warrants it. Some of these games are pretty complicated. So I just end up facing the same person twice in a row, or the same deck twice in a row. Yeah. Ugh. Quandrix the Proof. Has Flying, Trample, Cascade. Instant sorcery spells you cast from your hand have Cascade. Fuck. Okay, so 1, 2. And not yet. I need to mulligan this. And nothing better. Like it really would be nice if I didn't get screwed so damn much with the okay, this concede. Try again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I just went, I just disconnected there for a second. Can everyone hear me again? Am I back? Am I back? My drop frames are back to 0. Alright. Let's, in the, a little update, in the, like 5 seconds I was disconnected, I managed to win all the games of Magic. All of them. All 1 million of them. You guys didn't see it. It was played pretty fast. I am now world and universe champion. You know, the aliens came down, and crowned me universal champion. So everyone can just stop playing Magic now. Let's see. I will end my turn. Well, I should have played the damn. Get this down. It has to be a creature I control. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play my commander now. Okay. Alright, they're going to draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from their hand on top of their library in any order. Whoop-de-doo. Alright, what do I need? Are there any 2? Okay, well, that one's... I'll get black. Oh, because I will have 3 then. Okay. I'll get one of these. Okay, so I have 5. There. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If you control 6 or more lands, create a copy. Okay, that's going to get out of hand very quickly. So that can go ahead and die. And then we still have enough mana for Scuzzback Scourger. Alright, now they're going to Yomva, Benthic Druid. Another landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Okay, I can, pretty sure I can, you know... Whenever you put... Yeah, see, I can already start, out scaling that. When this enchantment enters, you become the monarch. I could definitely use the card draw. I still have enough mana for this. So, just put another green. Alright. Does he even... I will hold back attacking for now because of this. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may play a land from among them, or you may put a land from among them onto the battlefield tapped. If you don't, put a card from among them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So they're going to put this into their hand, right? Of course. I will go ahead and put that on her. Ooh, my soul ring. Let's see here. Alright, so actually I will play her as well, even though I kind of don't want to, because I'll put all those onto it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 mana left. Oh, 5 mana left. Shit. What the hell does mine mean? Choose any number of permanent center players, then give each another counter of what's already there. Oh, so I don't actually need to. And then... end my turn. Search target opponent's library for a creature card and put that card onto that player. Oh, fuck you. You know, I would like to be able to, Okay, finally. So, I can put a counter on him. Well, he's already got counters. And I don't see any black mana. So if I put... creatures your opponents control with counters on them can't attack or block. So... and so, put that there. Yeah, I'll just play the land. Yeah. See, that could backfire on me. Alright. So I still have 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'll play him. And then, oh, there it is. I'll put that there. On that one for a later turn. And what the hell? We will just get rid of that. Alright, so these shouldn't be able to block me now. So we should have 4, 6, 7, 10, 13, 16. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alpha Strike. That won't. One. Oh, because I just got him this turn. Duh. Yeah, let's go ahead and get 1 black and 1 green. Assassin's Trophy to take out their Planeswalker. Alright. This should be it. I don't even think it matters. Yeah. Boom. Woo. Let's see here. A little less than 20 minutes left. So that should be time for another. Earth Hole the World Seed. Of course, just one. Alright. Four, okay. We'll put that back. There we go. Let's get a mountain. What even is this? Look at the at the beginning of your upkeep, you may look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put them back in any order. Okay, whatever. I've got enough time. There. Searches their library for 2 basic lands, put them on the battlefield, and shuffles. It doesn't say tapped. Alright, so 3. Okay. Channeler Initiate and Scuzzback Scourge. I can keep removing stuff from her to add a mana of any color and put them right back on there. And then once I have Auntie out, okay, that should be darn good. Alright, I will end my turn. Of course. Why am I not surprised? My lands always go bye-bye. No one else's do. Alright. Yes. What do I not have? Oh, I have all of them. But I'll just add green just cuz. Bring her out. And then I'll play him next turn. Yeah, sure, why not? And then let's see. Pay him. Tap her. It doesn't matter. Get Arcane Signet out. Alright. I'm liking my board. I am. I'll put that on her. Let's see here. All right. So black, and then green. Get that out. And play that. Okay. Oh, and then I have that. Okay, so next turn I should have more than enough to play Auntie. Oh, come on. fucking really? Like, my God, I can't keep anything. You're just not letting me keep anything. I really can't keep anything. I'm just not allowed. I am just not allowed. Hold on. White, whatever. I really don't care. Okay, so 3. Can you quit? Can you fucking quit? I want to be able to play the fucking game, thank you very fucking much. How many of these fucking things do you fucking have? I am... How? Fucking how? It's in the fucking graveyard! It's cheating. It's fucking cheating. I'm not gonna keep playing a game if he's just gonna fucking cheat. Well, geez, I was having a really good time until he just started fucking cheating. It's not an abusable effect, and he's not using cards to do it, which means he's just casting it from its graveyard without exiling. He's cheating. Oh, great. I'm playing against not magic now. Apparently, I'm now playing Marvel Snap. Nope, can't. Okay, I'll put this back in my hand. And of course, this is such a terrible land. Well, if I'm not allowed to have mine, you're not allowed to have yours. Right now I need a forest. Get back out. Alright. And my turn. My hand size is 10. At the beginning of your end step, if you have fewer than 10 cards, Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whenever a counter is put on, draw a card. Whenever you attack, put +1/+1 counter on target creature against menace until end of turn. I will play that. And pick Salte. Then I'll get out my skill render. Put those on her. Alright, and I can move one of those. Oh, wait, no, I cannot. They don't have anything for me to put stuff on, too. Yeah, 1 damage. Another one? Alright, I will play him next. Destroy target creature. Let's see, I will attack with him. Oh, for fuck's sake. How is that 30? Put those on her. All of them. All right. The greatest toughness. Well, the greatest toughness right now is 30. So. I can't just destroy it, but. When it enters, I'll be able to put. Okay, so I still have 3 to play. I'll put him. And then use this. What do you mean? What is going on here? Yeah, move. So I will take that and put it onto him. So that way, the more they, try and power it up, I can still just keep putting it into the negative. Hopefully. That's what I'm hoping. And if he tries anything else, I can just hit it with Terminate. I will put all of those under her. Put that down. Jeez, I drew a lot of cards. Go ahead and use this. Take that, put that there. When this creature. Yep. Oh boy. I drew way too many cards. I may have messed up. One, two, three. Okay, so I can still play one thing. I'll put that out. So I only lost those two, okay. And I will end my turn. So I've got a lot to discard here. I'll just get, that's something I need to get rid of. That. I don't really need him. Don't need that. I'll get rid of that. And then I'll get rid of Canker Bloom. My god, when are you actually going to, like, try and do something? Finally! Oh, wait, whoops. No. I'll put those on him. No, I don't want tapped at the moment. Everything there is tapped. Well, this doesn't. Okay. Shoot. Okay, this creature enters with... let's see. One. Oh, wait, no. Here. I'll put one on him. The 2, 3. All right. Had one of any mana, so. Then. Okay, so let's see here. What do I got down here? This may have been a mistake. Anyway, if a creature dies, okay. So I will hit this. And oh, indestructible. Damn. All right. I will get rid of this. Top 6 cards of your library. Cast a spell. Engagement. What do I want to give stuff to? All right. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. All right. I will destroy that. Oh, I don't have any green. That was a mistake. I will move a counter. I'll move it to one of those. So I can still do that. Ooh. I'll get rid of of course, exile, exile, exile. Nothing goes to the fucking graveyard anymore, does it? Fucker. Yep, okay. It's just everything's gonna fall apart now. Okay, come on, just do it. God, don't make me confirm every second. All right. Come on. One, two, three, four. I will move this. Do that. I will destroy that. Of course, they all have indestructible. There's no way I'm going to win this. Because everything just has... Yeah, whatever. Yep, it was OP. Alright, well... I guess that's where I'm going to end it for the day. So... Well, dear viewer... It's been one heck of a whatever this was. I can't call it an adventure because it wasn't adventure mode. But it's about time I head out. I didn't keep track of my wins and losses, so there's nothing to show there. I haven't done a stream like this, so there's no prior streams to compare it to. You know, it's going pretty good until we came out with, you know, whatever the fuck that stupid ass Thanos shit was. You know, like I said, hey, magic's not magic anymore. It's Marvel now. It's Disney. You know, because people just can't have something be good, I guess. You know, it's gotta be Disney slop. There won't be a stream next week for personal reasons. And the next Planar Conquest video is going pretty slow. I just haven't found time to write the script. Anyway, if you like this stream, you can tap the like button, drop a sub on the battlefield, share it on all your socials to help spread the word about it, and or use your keyword ability Hindsight, and for one man of any color, comment on all my misplays below. Don't forget to also check out my Rumble, Kick, and Twitch channels. If you like MTG Forge and want to explore it, maybe using it as a tool to make your own decks better or head out into your own adventure, a link to the GitHub page will be in the description below. If you want to show some support for what I'm doing, feel free to visit my Ko-Fi. The names of my monthly Ko-Fi contributors will replace my name under producer in the credits of every new video. Or if you want to send that appreciation to the amazing team dedicated to keeping this labor of love going, feel free to visit their own Ko-Fi. Both will be linked in the description below. Until next time, this has been Manny Magi, the Masked Magic Man, just playing some Commander today. Insert original send-off here.